So what are you meant to do if your product, service, whatever your business is, doesn't lend itself to this kind of range of offers, this suite full of offers from low to high? Because it's all well and good being besieged by people like Fussell Brunson on Facebook telling us we're only one funnel away from whatever we want, you know, and saying we need a lead magnet, we need a tripwire offer, we need a low price offer and a gazillion upsells before a high price offer. It's all well and good coming up with that. But the truth is, some businesses don't lend themselves well to that model. And if you've got a business like that, trying to cram it into this could actually do you more harm than good. So let's have a look at a solution to this problem. But first, let's examine like a business that I've got experience in that really didn't fit well with this kind of free $7.47 high price offer scale. Because the theory behind it is sound. You know, people don't trust you enough right from the get-go to give you $1,000. So bringing them up this kind of ladder of offers, increasing in price as you go, would make sense. But like I say, some businesses, this doesn't work well. So the good example is, I used to be a magician. Now, being a magician, whether it's for weddings or corporate events, is typically a one-off thing. You only get married once, or you only have one birthday party a year, and you're never going to use the same magician again and again and again because you want something different. So in the case of when I want to get booked by a bride for a wedding day, there is no free offer. There is no $7, I will come round and show you one trick, and then you can buy my $47 offer, which is 3 tricks, and then you'll buy my $300 offer, which is 2 hours at your wedding. It doesn't naturally lend itself to that. So I struggled with this for years before I actually came up with the answer. And unfortunately, it came too late for me because by the time I'd come up with the answer, I was now a copywriter, and copywriting is one of those things that does fit into this kind of funnel system, which is why I have my Google Drive of Awesomeness, link below, and I have all a different range of offers. But if you're a wedding magician, there is no $7 version. You're not going to travel 300 miles down the motorway to deliver a $4 product so they can see it. So let's have a look at what the answer is then. If you've got a business that you can't quite fit into this funnel model, don't worry. It's not that your business is wrong. It's not that you're serving the wrong people. It's not that there's anything wrong with you. It's just that your business doesn't fit in it. So let's have a look at a different way of doing this. So as a wedding magician, I was thinking from the point of a wedding magician. How can I take my offer and apply it at different levels? So I'd have my core offer. Let's say I go out to private parties for 400 quid, and I'm doing 2 hours at a corporate event for 400 quid. So the question isn't, how can I make a 200 quid version of that and then a $47 version of that kind of thing. Though you can do that with things like time and, different services you can offer. But if you want a free offer, take the focus off you and what you do for people, and think about the problem they have. So in this case, as a wedding magician, there is no free offer. I can't come around to your house and do a free trick just to give you a taster. It's completely impractical. But what I can do is solve another one of your problems. So I take the emphasis off wedding magic as the scalable offer, and I think, what's the problem you're really struggling with now? And the bigger problem from the bride's point of view is, I don't know what kind of wedding entertainment I need for my big day. Can somebody explain it to me? And when you think about the problem like that, that's the problem they're trying to solve. This funnel thing becomes a little bit easier because now there is something I can give them for free. I could create a lead magnet that said, here's the top 25 kinds of wedding entertainment. I explain the pros and cons. I've done these weddings for years, and it does give them a quick solution to their most pressing problem. And it does build that know, like, and trust value. But it's stepping away from what's magic related that I can give them for free. It's turning the emphasis on them. What's their problem? How can I solve their problem in a cheap way, then a slightly more expensive way, and then in the way that I want to offer my services, doing card tricks for drunk people at weddings. So if you are struggling with this idea of a funnel, and you're looking at it from your viewpoint, like how can I cram wedding magic into a bazillion different price points, turn it around. Think about what the problem is for the person who's going to end up paying you, and think about what's a free version I can do for them. And it might be a lead magnet with 100 different kinds of wedding entertainment and how it works. A complete guide would be a godsend for a bride, and they'd want to know more. And of course, during that lead magnet, you can say that magic is awesome. We don't need any stages, we entertain all ages, it's personal, we get people laughing. If it rains, we can just go wherever you need to be. You know, there's a lot of plus points for things like Magic, and you can get those across in your lead magnet. And then maybe you've got a $7 offer where you offer them a consultation on how to pick a wedding supplier. And you can build it up that way. But if you are struggling with this funnel side, take the focus off yourself about how can you compartmentalize your service into a whole different range of products, and take the emphasis back onto the client. What's their problem? How can I solve that at lots of different levels? And it'll be much easier. Not only that, it keeps you on the straight and narrow. It keeps you offering value to the client because that's your entire focus. So even if you don't struggle with the idea of creating a funnel full of products, look at it from the client's point of view. Take the emphasis away from you and put it on the client and say, how can I solve their problem at various price points? And it's a whole easier thing to manage. Hope you found that useful. If you want a whole heap of goodies, if you want my free lead magnet so you can experience the joys of my funnel, then click in the link in the description below. I've got a whole bunch of freebies you can have for nothing, even if you just clear off afterwards. I'll still love you because I am that needy. Have a good day.